Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2020. It's an exciting new year, and I wanted to start off the year on my channel here with a shout out to my subscribers. I hit 300 the other day. I believe we're at 305 now, and we're growing. And the first thing I want to say is I really appreciate all my subscribers. I appreciate your interactivity. I like comments. Thank you for liking my videos when you like them. And you guys, if you don't like them, let me know. If you have ideas for shows that you want to see, I am willing to do whatever you want. We're about 100. I think we're at about 120 videos total. It's been a kind of an interesting ride. I started this out more towards my fellow firefighters, and we've kind of evolved into everybody. Now, the reason we call it the Firefighter Financial Toolbox is simple. In the fire service, when we show up with an engine or a truck. And on that vehicle is all our tools that we use to get our job done. Our medical equipment for EMS calls, our ladders, our pike poles, our saws, all the tools we use for putting out fires or whatever the emergency is. We put all the tools in our toolbox. It helps us get our job done. So my idea is by using all the tools in our financial toolbox, we can have a good sound idea and working knowledge of how to do better in the financial realm. I feel like everybody can learn. As long as you live, you should always be learning. So again, to my 300 subscribers, I really appreciate you taking the time to subscribe. When I look at my analytics, I see that only about 44% of the viewers that view my videos are subscribed. So I feel like we have a lot of people out there who aren't subscribed. And if you're out there and you're new, please subscribe. Comments and likes really help the algorithm too. So anyway, let's get into the video. So it's 2020. Today is January 2nd. It's the first day we can fund our Roths, and I did this morning. Now, as you know, I have recently opened up a Roth IRA with M1 Finance, and today was the first day I put money in it. I put $2,000 in. Now, if we look at my holdings, and I'll have to explain this to you, you see that I added Disney, JP Morgan Chase, Visa, Crown Castle International, and Public Storage. But you notice that the two bottom REITs, the CCI and the PSA, are zero. You guys, with M1, they only buy once a day. And what happened is I had the first three in last night. This morning I tried to add the other two, but it was after the window. It hadn't bought yet, but it already sent the trades in for the window. So they're going to be probably bought when I add the next amount of money in. As you can see here, everybody knows what Disney is, right? Disney. I'm a football guy. Disney owns ESPN. ESPN is one of my favorite channels on cable. Plus, let's face it, everybody goes to Disneyland or Disney World, right? JP Morgan Chase, because I wanted to add some more financials, has a decent dividend yield like other banks do. And of course, Visa goes without saying. Now, Visa has a pretty low dividend yield, but it also is the biggest credit card company on earth by a factor of 5. Okay, so yes, it's a little expensive, but I'm buying where I'm buying, and I expect not only the dividend to happen, but also the appreciation in the stock itself. Real quickly, I did add to my Vanguard Roth, I added 10 shares of AGNC. AGNC is a mortgage REIT. I'm now up to 25 shares, 25 and a half shares. I also added 10 shares of Realty Income. As you know, Realty Income is the monthly dividend REIT payer. And now I have a little over 20 shares of that. I do have all of the REITs. As you see, the two REITs I've added here, and the REITs that I have in my Vanguard Roth, I keep all my REITs in my tax advantage space because I don't want to pay the dividends are never qualified, so they get taxed as ordinary income. And those are fairly small positions. I also have the Vanguard REIT index in my Roth, and I've had that one for a number of years. There's a lot of appreciation. But if we take a quick look at my dividend portfolio, we see that we've had a little appreciation. Now, I was adding $100 a week to this. I am going to put that on hold while I max out both mine and my wife's Roths. We're both 50 and over now, so we both get $7,000. To me, it's better to have it in Roth than to have to pay taxes on it now. Once those do get maxed out, we'll go back to adding to this. And I may add a little bit at a time, as certainly if we get if we get a pullback in the market, I will add to all these positions again. But currently those aren't there. Getting back to the REITs I were talking about, I think everyone's pretty much heard of Public Storage, right? Let's face it, storage places are everywhere. It's one of those REITs that I feel like even in a recession, we as Americans just tend to have a lot of stuff. And a lot of times we don't have enough room for it. But they have their self-storage, they have the business aspect, they even have storage for vehicles, i.e. Places to park, RVs, etc. Looking at here, this is just the 3 that are in the town where I live, and I'm only in a town of about 30,000 people, and we have 3 public storages within 7 miles of my location. I feel like that's a good REIT. Crown Castle International actually works with communications. It owns cell towers. It's very involved in the small cell technology for the 5G coming out. So they both have decent dividend payments. I feel like those are going to be good ones to hold. Again, I hold both those REITs in my Roth accounts. Looking at my dividend stocks, I'm now up to a total of 26 individual dividend paying stocks. I do have one other individual stock, that's Tesla. It's not a dividend payer, but it was a whim, and I only hold 2 shares of that. Anyway, as you can see with the dividends that I currently hold at the valuations that I hold them, and this will be added to, I'm looking at about $741 a year in dividend payments, and based on that, my valuation for my dividend stocks right now is about $19,600. I'm going to go use this as my weekly update for my dividend portfolio. I'm on shift tomorrow. If you guys are enjoying these dividend updates, let me know. If you think I'm doing them too often, be honest with me. I'm a grown up. If it feels like maybe I should do them every other week or every once a month maybe, let me know. If you're having fun, if you're getting good things out of it, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, once again, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. As long as you guys keep watching, I'm going to keep making content. All right, we'll see you again. Thanks again.